During the last weekend of May, Formula One will be back to Monaco. The prestigious streets of the Principality will be witnessing yet another era of Formula One lapping around in this 2022 Formula One World Championship. Having been in the F1 calendar for many years, the Grand Prix has been held even since before the F1 World Championship was even a thing. The history of the circuit is something unique that no other venue has. Consequently, it has seen a lot of world champions race and win there. Juan Manuel Fangio, Niki Lauda, Keke Rosberg, Alain Prost, Ayrton Senna, Michael Schumacher, Mika Häkkinen, Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton, and the defending champion Max Verstappen, to name a few, have all won the Monaco GP. It is for all the tradition and glamour of the Principality, which is usually full of celebrities, come the Grand Prix, added to the complexity of the circuit, that all drivers love racing there. For many of them, it is one of the most enjoyable stops of the year, not only for its uniqueness, but for the simpler fact that they live there, so going to the track from home is definitely a bonus. Whichever driver you ask, they will probably mention Monaco as the one race they dream of winning someday, or at least be on one podium during their careers. The Monaco Street Circuit is said to be one of the most difficult ones, being very technical indeed. The reason as to why it is regarded as one of the toughest can easily be seen while getting a look at the track. Any minor mistake might get any driver straight on the walls. There is very little margin for error. During the last two editions, 2019 and 2021, with the 2020 GP being cancelled due to the pandemic, the winners in Monaco would eventually go on to win the World Championship. This being Lewis Hamilton for his 6th world title, and Max Verstappen last year for his first ever championship. This year, Verstappen remains as a title contender, but this time, unlike last year, he is not against Hamilton for the lead. The other title contender is the Scuderia driver Charles Leclerc. After having watched our video and listened to this fact, they are both now wishing that this trend continues to happen, and they will be fighting very hard in qualifying to earn the almost race-winning pole position, especially for the Monegasque, who has not had any luck in his home Grand Prix. This year seems like a huge opportunity. Being born and raised in Monaco, Leclerc drives around the streets there on a regular basis and has done so for a long time. Seeing your city transform into a racetrack must definitely be something shocking. However, come race day, he has never managed to finish his home race. Last year was probably the hardest one, sticking his Ferrari on pole after crashing in his second Q3 attempt and realizing that his gearbox was broken during the lap from the pits to the grid. Consequently, he was not even capable of starting the race. Apparently, crashing his own cars in Monaco did not seem to be enough for the Monegasque, who has recently crashed Niki Lauda's 19474 Ferrari 312T in the historic Grand Prix of Monaco, due to no fault of his own, by the way. However, the feeling must have been terrible for poor Charles. The Ferrari driver's performance this year with the SF 7-5 has been really good, and the track should fit the Ferrari quite well as it does not require high top speeds and fits better high downforce setup. It will be very interesting to see both contenders close to the walls in qualifying to obtain that precious pole for Sunday. For this fight for pole, we must not forget the second Ferrari and Red Bull drivers Carlos Sainz and Sergio Perez, nor the 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton in the improving Mercedes. Moreover, other drivers such as George Russell, Lando Norris, Daniel Ricciardo, and Fernando Alonso might give a surprise. It will be interesting to see how everything pans out. Whatever team you support, I think everyone would be happy if Charles managed to stick the Ferrari on pole again, without crashing this time, and go on to win his home race to end the karma. Come race day, though it will be interesting to see how the new cars adapt to the Monaco Street Circuit. It will probably be similar to every other year without too much action, hence the importance of pole position. Despite the closer racing we've seen this year so far as a consequence of the new regulations, it is a bit too much to think that the race will be anything special. It will soon be time to see whether we'll have a new winner in the mighty streets of Monaco, or if one of the past winners will repeat victory. Now, we want to hear from you. Who do you think will win the Monaco Grand Prix? Do you think it will be an interesting race, or just the same as every other year? We look forward to reading you in the comment section below. If you made it to this point, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming ones. This being it for today. We'll catch you in the next one.